Okay, let me show you this interview with Voice of Wales. Absolutely love Voice of Wales.
But silly question, why are you here today?
Look, I am sick of this, as so many of us are,
Yeah.
and I'm delighted to see so many people. Look, the truth of the matter is, we are governed by the type of people who actively cover up child rape.
Yeah.
Now, why are we putting up with that? Why are we, as a society, as a country, putting up with that?
Yeah.
I am here to tell the people that there are those of us who are willing to stand, and I mean stand politically, to oppose these.
Yeah.
I can't say it politely. You know, these are the worst of the... We are governed by people with the morals of sewer rats. And it is time someone went to Westminster and told it like it is. I am here today to ask that crowd over there to back me to be that person. I want to go to Westminster. I want to be elected to the House of Commons, and I want to stand in the House of Commons and stand up for every girl being gang raped all over this country and it covered up by the police. I will go in there and tell them what they are, which is immoral, rape enablers. Someone has to do it, and I am here to ask that crowd to help me be that someone. That's why I'm here.
Do you know, it's absolutely vital that there's someone in the Commons who's going to stand
absolutely.
up. So, you know, that's a really important message and something that everybody should absolutely get behind. What do you feel then about, you've got the people who are countering a protest against the rape of children?
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You know, people need to have a look in the mirror. People on this side need to look in the mirror and see who they are. They are the kind of people who go out and stand up against the rape of little girls. Antifa, the left, need to look in the mirror as well. They'll see something very, very different. Who are you if you oppose the exposing of rape gangs? Who are you? What are you? How do they look in the mirror? How do they sleep at night? It's disgusting.
It is.
And we need to tell them who they are. They are raping it. The rape of young girls. They're enabling it. Imagine being... And do you know why they're opposing it? Because it's exposing them. It's the Labour Party at the heart. The Tories know better, but the Labour Party's at the heart of this. And the mass immigration that they facilitate is what's causing this. They know it's them being exposed. They are the lowest of the low. And these people over here, heroes. Each and every one of them. And they deserve to know that.
100%, because even just, you know, when we came here and up until, you know, an hour before the time, people were over there, you had little sections started all over the place. People were afraid to come here until the numbers were here. Now, what does that say when you've got all these people who are standing against rape of children who are too afraid to come down and stand, you know, so it does take a lot for these people to actually come down. So
it does. And you know what they're going to be called? You know what the disgusting media is going to call them? Far-right, racist, fascist. It's all wrong. It's all completely upside down, topsy-turvy, and inside out. These are good people. They're not fascists. They're not... the left... The loony left, the disgusting left, they're who the press should be attacking. But they will be painted as saints, anti-racist, anti-fascist. Give me a break. The media is toxic. Not you, obviously.
No.
Not you, obviously. The mainstream media, BBC, ITV, Sky, absolutely toxic liars, psychopaths. Psychopaths. So, I have a habit of saying what I really think. Right. Just on the Antifa people, I'm starting to think that these left-wingers don't like me. I mean, call me paranoid, but I'm starting to think they don't like me. They have had their underwear in a twist since Saturday, and it is magical. They don't seem to get it, do they? Reality doesn't penetrate the mind of these people. You know, they'll stand up in their little rallies and hold up signs saying fascist. Do they even know what fascism is? The truth isn't fascist. There has to be some sort of examination of what the word fascist means and some sort of justification for calling someone a fascist. A person's not a fascist just because some loony lefty calls them one. They have to actually have fascist ideas. None of us do. I certainly don't. I know Tommy Robinson doesn't. this is fascism. This is insanity. And they absolutely will not engage in debate. None. I'll ask again. Always, I'm always available for a debate on these issues. I'm not saying that Muslims are the only people who commit crimes. No one is saying that. But there is a problem here. And it's a problem that is repeated all over Europe. It is a problem that exists everywhere there is a significant Muslim population. And in the documentary, you will see that Tommy Robinson breaks it down stats-wise to work it out at, if we go on reports, rape reports, that in Telford alone, it would have taken around 25 to 30% of the men, the Muslim men in that community, involved in this. Now, I think it's much higher than that. That isn't a staggering number anyway, but I think it's higher. That's only based on reports. The vast majority of rapes are not reported across the board. So if we knew the true figure of the actual rapes, that 25-30% figure would be much higher. That is staggering. Absolutely staggering. And why is it so crucial that we identify the religious element of this? One, because it's the truth, and because we cannot keep ignoring the elephant in the room. And two, if we accept there's a specific problem with men from this religion, then we should be responsible, protect our own people, and stop the mass immigration from these societies. That's why it's so important. And I'm not suggesting that there would be no crime if we stopped immigration from these countries. No one is suggesting that. But why on earth would you knowingly invite crimes like this into your society? You know it's going to happen. So stop bringing it in on purpose. Protect your own people for a change. That's what has to happen. That is what has to happen. And we're just generations of conflict are coming because we continue to allow this immigration. We've got to demand moral integrity from those we elect. We're not asking for saints. Well, none of us are saints. But for crying out loud, if we don't have the moral fortitude to speak out about child sex abuse, then what are you? And how on earth are we allowing such people to be in positions of power? We've all got to be a little bit braver. We've all got to get out there, campaign, make a change. Now, what I'm offering is political. We need a political party who will tell it like it is. And it is this one. And it is this one. And I'm never, ever going to not tell it like it is. That doesn't mean I'm stubborn or that I'm not capable of reflection or changing my mind about something if new evidence is presented to me. That's not the point. The point is I know from years of experience what is true about this issue and what isn't. And I will never backpedal on it. Now, we need that. My morals are very, very important to me. My principles are very, very important to me. I won't betray them under any circumstances. And I won't betray the people of this country under any circumstances either. That is the reality. That is the truth. But I'm just never been as determined as I am now. It's like Telford took me to some sort of new level. And there's no going back. There's no going back. We are going to do this. We are. We're going to make change. We are. I've never been more determined.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anne-Marie Morton.
Good afternoon. How are you all? Wow, thank you. Thank you, Richard, for that. Look, like Tommy, I have been at the heart of this issue for a very long time. And like Tommy, I have sat down with girls who have been tortured and raped and brutalized, thousands of them, hundreds of thousands of them, all over this country. Do you know why that happened? Because we are right gangs. And like Tommy, when you sit down and talk to these girls, you know, you can feel it. You can feel the darkness, the damage that has been done. Now, I know you don't trust politicians, and I don't blame you. I don't trust them either. But the fact remains, that it is the elected politicians in this country who are allowing this to happen. Every local council, all the way to the corrupt, traitorous, anti-British filth in Westminster, all the way to them, it goes all the way to them. They are allowing this, and they are going to make more and more and more of it happen. We talked about this not being about a religion. Well, I'm going to be a little bit controversial. This is about a religion. It is about the religious teachings, and it's not an Asian problem. This is not about Asians. This is about Muslim grooming gangs raping girls, our girls, who they think are trash. They think we're trash. And your government is allowing more and more and more and more people in every single day who will do the same things. They're making it happen for generations to come. Now I'm asking you to do me a favour. I have been at the heart of this for years. I have never backpedaled. I have never backed down. I have never taken the coward's way out and pretended it's something it's not. I am asking you to back me and send me to Westminster, where I will stand up in our Parliament and I will call them out for the rotten, child rape enabling darts that they are. Get behind me. Look for this flag. This flag. We have never backed down. We have never been politically correct about this. And I'll tell you something. If you get behind me and send me to Westminster, you will have a voice in our Parliament. I will promise you. I promise you. I will speak for you. I will speak for every girl tortured and tormented in this country. You'll have a voice. But you must get behind me. You must back me. Join this party today. There are cards, there are people around handing out cards, 25% discount to join our party today. We need you. But I'll finish by saying this. You have my solemn promise. I will never betray you. I will never let you down. I am going to Westminster if it takes. I don't care how hard I have to fight. I'm going to Westminster and I will hold them to account on your behalf. Thank you very much. And thank you, Tommy Robinson.